Welcome back to Casey Love Monsters and part 2 on painting a predator bust. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when I post new video content. Also, stay to the end of the video so you can check out my special technique on getting all those painted predator spots just perfect. Alright, so resuming from where we were, let's get going here. Painting that scar up, and yeah, just getting some Seraphim Sepia shade again. A little bit of alcohol in there, and I'm gonna do an overspray on the white skin to kind of tone it back a little bit. Lay in some brown spots that go around the black pattern spots. This will help to sort of alleviate from just the hard black spots. Also, if you look at the classic Predator, that kind of had these brown spots coming out of the black area, or the black spots on top of the head. It looks really cool. I've also had the honor of working on a couple of the Predator franchise films, AVP2 and Predators. So on Predators, I handled painting the classic Predator suit and the Mr. Black suit. So I'm going to share some photos with you guys. This was a lot of fun to do. Also did the backpack and the helmet, the feet, and a number of other things, as well as sculpt on the dog and helped paint on the river ghost creature. So if you've missed part 1, you can go back after this video and check it out so that you don't miss a thing. Alright, here we go. Let's do some brown spots. I had a lot of fun doing these. It looks really cool coming out of the black. It's kind of something that's in the original Predator, although we're not copying that exactly. I'm just kind of making this up as I go. It's in the flavor of that original look. I believe the spots were coming down the sides of the head on that one. I have it in the middle. I think I'll do some spots on the side of the head as well, though. And you know, this is kind of one of those zen things you just get into and just go for it. Try not to overthink it too much. Just feel it out. That's what I did here. I had a lot of fun with it. Alright, enjoy. I'm gonna go back to this muted gray blue, and I'm gonna throw this wash into some of the details on the face. Make it look as cool as possible. Hope you're digging it as much as I'm digging it. Looking cool. We're almost there. Alright, now we're base coating the eye with an off-white color. This is just going to give us a base coat. Let that dry. And we will start mixing up a bluish tone for the other side. He's got one blind eye and kind of cataract eye and one normal eye, so I'm going to show you right now how I do that. Here I am just spacing out that blue cataract eye. I'm just going to basically go back and forth with light blues, mixing whites into the blues, and you know, some of the dark blues. So I basically just work back and forth until I'm happy with it, and then once I'm happy with the background color of the eye, then I'll lay in the cataract part, which you'll see me start to base out right here. I start with just a basic coat, and then I'll just enlarge it and try to make a nice round circle with a brush as much as I can get it perfect. Just take it slow and steady.
Hey, let's hear that killer jam again one more time, but with a little more energy this time, I think, yeah?
I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun. Oh lordy, yeah, I'm gonna have me some fun. Let's meet this killer predator, bring him to life. He's got blades on his wrist and a look that cuts like a knife. First let that walls give those shadows to scream, then hit it with that orange, yeah, let it gleam. I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun.
Dang, baby, this groove is rocking. I'm kind of digging it. Yeah, hope you guys like it.
It weighs a ton. Took me all damn night, but now the battle's won. It made me sweat.
So I'm taking a toothpick that I've rounded and sanded off the end and made it a nice round thing or a point, not a point, but a rounded point, so that I could put that little black perfect dot circle for a pupil in that eye. A little trick. You'll see me using the toothpick to do some other stuff here pretty soon. It can be pretty handy, you know, for a predator anyway. So little techniques, sharing with you guys what I know. All right, enjoy.
I'm gonna have me some fun. Oh yeah, I'm not done. From shadows to chrome, he's ready to stun. Predators alive and every brush stroke I spun. Now crank up the lights cause I just won. I'm gonna have me some fun. Hell yeah, I had me some fun.
You know, I'm no pro at YouTube yet. I'm still learning the ropes, man. I'm still learning the ropes. I'll get it though. Don't you worry.
Let's see. What are we doing now? Well, I think I'm putting alcohol with a Q-tip, and I think I'm about to clean off some of his
Toothies, teethies, toothers, tossers, teethies.
Oh, I was right for the win. Yep, there we go. So a little bit of 92% alcohol on a refined Q-tip, and I just drag it across to clean off all that excess overspray and washes and things very carefully. I want to bring the teeth all the way back to the base color, and I don't try to get all the way around the tooth. It's not necessary. Just the highlighted parts of the teeth, the general round shape. Don't try to get all the way into crack and crevice. You want to leave that dark anyway, and that will also save you from wiping off all your hard work and paint. Alright, now I'm using some washes to stain those teeth down and make them look nicotine, yellow, and kind of aged and lived in. A little bit of darker brown around the root of the gum. And you just don't want to stain the tooth all the way down to the tip. You want to leave some kind of transition. Looks really nice. Throwing a little bit of brown here and there. Now I'm going to go back to some of this bloody red. I think I'm playing around with that dead eye and a few other areas here, and just put like a red vein, real tiny vein in that corner of that eye, and some red irritation around, just to give it like a more irritated vibe look to it. So just very carefully putting those in. Super fine brush, and should be pretty close on the eyes, I think. Alright, eyes are looking good, and now we're gonna glue in the tusks. I'm just using some super glue here and adding that in And I have these custom teeth which are made out of translucent Primo Sculpey, and then they're baked, so they're translucent. And here what you're going to see me do is add these rings. I like to do these kind of brownish warm rings on the tusks, just to give the tusks a kind of interesting look. Moving on. So what I've done is, if you look on my table, I've added some dreadlocks, and I wanted to enhance this sculpture by adding some extra dreadlocks to it. So the dreadlocks are made out of another clay that is bakeable but yet flexible. So this clay is, after it's baked, it's totally flexible and rubbery and can be manipulated. So I use my heat gun to heat it up and use that dish with ice water in it to cool it, to hold its shape right where I want it. So it's a lot of fun because you can do the dreads flying or moving to one direction and get a really cool look this way. Alright, using some greens here, a few different vibrant greens I've mixed together, my own concoction. And just using a paper towel, I can kind of get under the dreadlocks and spray the tips vibrant green. The ones that are connected to his body are sculpturally connected, and I'm just brushing on. Now, this is a special little trick I do. I told you guys about at the beginning of the video. I rounded off a toothpick, and I have one side sharp, one side rounded off with sandpaper. And I'm able to go in and carefully put in these little dots. Now I do this not trying to just put perfect dots. I make sure that they are all different shapes and sizes and kind of organic. Okay, using matte spray, I sprayed the sculpture down, the paint job, to seal it, and I let it dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take high gloss varnish, LIQUITEX high gloss varnish, and since the paint job is protected, I can dry brush this carefully over the sculpture. Now why am I dry brushing it? Because I don't want to just spray him all glossy to make the whole thing wet. I want the top layer of things to be wet. It's a little bit better, you can spray the whole thing wet, but then it just looks like a big glossy toy. I like to control it a bit more. This way you can kind of do that. So what I'm doing is like the same you would do with a dry brush. I'm loading up the brush, wiping it off on a paper towel, and then using the edge inside of the brush to just catch the high points with this gloss. And then the dreadlocks, I'm just going to brush those fully with the gloss. So those will be totally wet. Here you can see I'm brushing down all the dreadlocks now with just straight gloss varnish and give them a nice coat. The gloss varnish is a little bit flexible. I'm also hitting the teeth and I believe even the eyes, although I'll use a different gloss medium for the eyes here in just a minute. So he's looking good. He's looking like a predator. That's what we want. Alright, now I'm going to follow up with some Dura Clear High Gloss. This is a little bit glossier. varnish, and I mix it a little bit with water just to make it flow, and cover those eyes one last time to give them a final
killer look.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Look for more videos coming soon. And if you would like to get your hands on your own copy of this Predator bust, you can do so through KCLoveMonsters.com. And now here is a final look at the finished paint job. I hope you guys have enjoyed the process as much as I have enjoyed making these videos. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment for me in the comment section, and hit that notification bell so you can get more future videos. Take care, everybody. One last thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all you do. And do me a favor, if you guys aren't with my Patreon yet or haven't joined, please head over to KC Love Monsters on Patreon and join the crew. We'd love to have you.